Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. I know it's been a little while since I posted, bro. I've been playing a lot more DB. You guys know I started this series trying to grind up to 1,000 rating on DB. Your boy, I'm not gonna lie. Last time you guys saw me, I was up to 599 rating, close to 600 rating, and I can't lie, bro. I have taken about 5 to 6 to potentially 7 L's consecutively. Now, this happens. This is part of the game, bro. It's a new format. People are learning their decks. And there was a time after I made that video 4 days ago where I didn't play as much. And then I got back on. I was a little rusty. And I'm not making excuses for myself, bro. It's a new format. And I've been running into some stuff that I haven't just been expecting. And also, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to put this mostly on myself. Sometimes when people lose games and stuff, they'll just blame it on luck or sack or he just drew this and that, whatever. And especially against branded, it's really easy. It's like, oh, he had Ash, oh, he had double D barrier, which does happen to me as well. But I will say, going over games and thinking about them objectively, because it's irritating to lose, but thinking about games and going over them objectively, you start to realize like this is on me, bro. Like I'm making maybe not the best plays and not sequencing my actions correctly and stuff like that. So I think it's very important to reflect on your game, especially if you're trying to, do well in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's important to reflect on your games and understand that you could have played it better, and it's not always luck or it's not always a sack, that you lost the game. It's, it could just be that you misplayed or you didn't sequence your stuff correctly or you didn't see a line that was there that you could have done. So I just been taking a lot of L's. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I've been getting humbled, and I've been learning. I've been learning from my mistakes. So we are still grinding all the way up to 1,000 rating on DB. We're still trying to get to 600. We have yet to get to 600 of this format. Like I said in my previous video, the highest I ever was like 800 something during tier format, and that was nice. But right now, currently, I think we're at like 569 rating, so we're down to 560, but we can still get there. But I wanted to go ahead and showcase this duel because you guys can see right here, Motorhead Man's is 1,375 rating. So he's very, very, very high rated. And I went on his profile. He has like 1,050 wins to like 400 something losses. So he is a good player. So we're going to go ahead and go over this game right here. This is a game that I had, and I will turn the sound off because I know people on DB don't really like the sound. I lose the die roll, but unfortunately, my man has bricked. He's done it. He's bricked. He drew Ash Blossom, Theosis, evenly in Talents, and Eclipse. Maybe there's a little bit too much going second cards in your deck, but this can happen. This can brick right here, but he does have Ash, and he's playing against Branded, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch this game. I go to standby main. We go opening, pitch Aluber, summon out Aluber, and I do this because I have Branded in red, so if that's like an Imperm or Veiler or something, we can easily dodge that. So I think that's a nice little play right there. Then we go Aluber effect, grab Lost, Fusion, Ash, that's fine. Red, target Aluber, add to hand. Fusion summon into Masquerade, Lost effect to search for Albion. Albion effect, dump Retribution, put to the bottom, draw double Ash. Attack for 2,500, set, Expulsion, pass. Book of Eclipse, he goes Battle Phase, and then I go Expulsion, give him that, and he cannot evenly me here at this moment because that's what he was trying to do. And then he just ends up quitting the duel. And I always know that people are high rated. I don't look at their rating before I start the duel. But if I hop in the game, bro, and they start to get this many watchers, bro, like 11 watchers, I was like, okay, this guy must be somebody in the community, you know what I'm saying? And I also took the kaijus out. I felt like they were decent. But okay, so my thing with the kaijus, the dark kaiju specifically, it is level 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. So I was playing Allure and I was playing the kaijus. It's level 7, which is trash because if you give it to a Kashtira, like they can exceed with it because, like I said, it's level 7, obviously, but it's a dark, and I was playing Allure at the time. So, like, going first, if I like Allure, I could just banish the kaiju that I don't need. So that was my thought process behind it, but I realized that it just doesn't do in like it does stuff, but it doesn't do like the most. And at the time I was playing Super Poly as well. So I was thinking like if I, give him the kaiju, then my Super Poly is definitely always live. I was also playing Mud Dragon. But there's just stuff that that is just better than the kaiju. I like Book of Eclipse in the main better, because it can dodge skill drain. It also can just destroy Cashier if they don't lock all your back row, right? So I just went main deck Book of Eclipse, but people have been doing that. I was siding it, but I just decided to throw it in the main. I also changed it up a little bit to where he's gonna full combo me. I'm just gonna let this go. I obviously don't have any interruptions here. Um, but I started to main deck Crossout Designator because everybody's playing Ash, bro. Like everybody and their mom is playing Ash. So you have to, I think, if you're playing branded, I don't think you have to, but it will benefit you greatly if you main deck the cross out. It comes up a decent amount. So we go Kaiju over, he gets a draw, which is unfortunate. We go normal summon, fusion summon. I say anything here. He tells me to ZZZ play, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. It really wasn't even that long. Then we go fusion, grab branded fusion. Maybe I should have. Yeah, I probably should have done that differently. I should have like mirror jaded before I like chain it to something, and then we just go battle phase, beat over, beat over. He does have a level 7 on board, and he has double birth in hand, so he does beat this. And then we go red, add back, set. Hey, he goes birth. I say that's fine. He summons Fenrir. I banish the Fenrir. He goes thrust, grab talents, take the Quaddle, and yeah, that's fine. Um, yeah, there was nothing I could do really much there. He goes banish. Then we go add to hand. Make Dragosopelia. He banishes everything. Honestly, there's a way I could have done this. Well, I could have Chimera popped this, but it didn't matter because he had a second one. I didn't know that, but it probably didn't matter because he had a second one. Anyway, he ends up actually mopping me this game. He gives it back, and I just admit defeat. And then we go on into game 3 here. 19 watchers in chat. So we have Fallen of Albaz, Aqua Dolphin, Shroud, Super Poly, and Fusion deployment. He has Rise Heart, Bell, Unicorn, Prosperity, and Duster. So we go a normal summon Aqua Dolphin effect. Pitch, Super Poly, look at his hand, discard the Ghost Bell. So now I know that he has no outs to this Branded and Lost that I'm about to this Branded Expulsion play that I'm about to do on him, unless he top decks another one. But there's some cool things you can do, especially, bro, with Crossout. I did this a few times, or even like with Gold Sark. You can like Gold Sark, banish the Gimmick Puppet, and then I didn't have another good thing to bring back off Expulsion to get follow up. It's not this game, it's next game. But I had double Crossout in hand, so I went like Crossout, banish Aluber, and then during his turn, I flip the Expulsion and bring back the Gimmick Puppet and the Aluber that I banished off of the Crossout, which is kind of crazy. So we go ahead, dump Serenir here, and Serenir dumps Expulsion. Then we add back, and then we're just chilling, bro. We go Gimmick Puppet, dump into Lupelion, nothing. We're not going to do anything with Lupelion. We're just going to leave him there so that we can tribute him. So we'll go draw phase. Shifter's dead because Ghost Bell is in the grave. Shifter wouldn't have done much against me, though, to be honest. It would have helped me because then he wouldn't be able to Bell my stuff because I'm reborning from grave. So summon out the Gimmick Puppet, search for follow-up, and then we're pretty much chilling. We got opening engrave to protect our fusions, but that's totally fine. Battle phase, beat over Aqua Dolphin, that's also totally fine. Then he goes Prosp, which is, again, totally fine. Adds terraforming, add the Wraithoth. Terraforming, add Wraithoth. Yep. Add Wraithoth, search for Scareclaw Kashtira. Then we go end phase. I get my Cartesia back to hand, draw Albaz, unfortunate. Discard the Albaz, Aluber, summon, pitch, put back, make Mirror Jade. Almost made Dragoon. Then we go battle, beat over. And at this point, I had nothing banished, so there was no point. Whoa. We got so much. So I went, how did I reset the Expulsion? I did Tragedy. So you go Tragedy, Banish, Reset, Expulsion. And I have plenty of fusions to tribute. And then he goes, think main phase 2. He uses the Scareclaw cache to banish and summon while he still can. And I think that's all that happened. And then I activate this, tag out into this, which, I guess I didn't need to do that. And then we go Albion set branded and red in the end phase. And now this is just looking pretty unbeatable, to be honest. Then he draws duality, and then we expulsion him again. So you can expulsion up to, I think it's 3 times. You do it your normal way, like search it with a Luber or whatever, or Albion. And then you can tragedy reset it, right? So that's one way you can do it. You could also retribution, add it back. That's 2 ways to do it besides your first turn. So that's now this is 3 turns off of expulsion. The first turn, searching it off of Luber or setting it off Albion. The second time, resetting it with tragedy. The third time, what did I just say? Retribution, you can add it back if you hadn't done that already. So that's 3 turns you can gimmick puppet them. And then if you play Spriggan's Kit, you can add it back as well. So you can gimmick puppet them 4 times in a row. It shouldn't go that long. Like if you gimmick puppet them twice, then they should lose the game. Like there's no way you should, go over that much. And this is on. Oh no, it crashed, bro. It crashed. No, it crashed. All right, so we are now back to the game state. I go Mirror Jade, Banish, tack over, tack for 25, tack for 18. And then we go main phase 2, Tragedy, reset expulsion. That's fine. End of main, he goes Scareclaw, Cash, Grangoli. I bring out Coritis. I didn't really need to do that, but I did it. Then draw phase, we go expulsion again. Target, Ecclesia, bring back. He goes Harpy's Feather Duster. We chain, add Albaz back to hand, and then we chain this. Or no, we just we didn't do anything. And then see, I didn't need to do that. I brought out Quaddle so that he wouldn't be able to attack over this, but I forget about the Scareclaw Kashtira. It just attacks in defense, and this only reduces attack, so there's really no point to do that. But he's under Gimmick Puppet Lock. Like, there's not much he could do, to be honest. And then I thought I could potentially Mirror Jade because the game was going a little bit long, and I forgot if I Mirror Jaded or not. But he goes ahead and adds Ash Blossom to his hand, so he has Ash and Shifter, and then this game's pretty much over. As you guys can see, we'll just go end phase, add back Cartesia, draw Albaz. Super unfortunate, but we just normal summon Albaz, fusion away into Lubellion, put back into Dragostapelia, and then that is absolutely GG. I send the GG. Brother just leaves the duel immediately, but I will say I was happy about this game. He did brick game 1, so you got to give him that. Like game 1 was a brick, so I got cheesed on that one. Game 2, I just couldn't play through his board. And then game 3, gimmick puppet him 2 turns in a row. Like I said, you could do it up to 4 times, which is just absolutely crazy. This deck going first, like if you lose game 1, into the second game, going first, you should always win that. And then game 3 is just the game you need to worry about. You need to draw. Unfortunately, you do need to draw a non-engine to win. Not all the time, but it does help a lot. Like if you can draw a Book of Eclipse, if you could draw a cross out for Ash, like as long as you don't get ashed, it will honestly help a lot. Like you don't even really need the Book of Eclipse. Like if you can draw a cross out designator to stop the Ash Blossom, then you can win that game. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna keep playing. We were up to 580 after this, but your boy's back down to 569, bro. I got this game like a few days ago. I thought I would show it off. I could gimmick puppet him twice. Like I said, if you play Spriggan's Kit, you can gimmick puppet up to 4 times in 1 turn. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see my updated deck list, actually, let me know down there in the comment section below. Let me get 15 likes. Let me get 15 likes on this video, and I'll show you guys my updated branded deck list. We're going to keep grinding, trying to get to 1,000 rating on DB. It's going to be a long road, bro, but we're going to get there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm out.